The month of February 2025. Now, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and it's a she actually, and she said, well, it's a colleague. I mean, she's at the reception, and she keeps it hold it down right there, and she says, man, this month is running. Oh, it's already 13 of February. But while she was saying that, I overheard somebody, some of these laborers or mason, if you like, they were having a conversation, and one of them was like, this month still, this month don't they drag. And I'm like, man, when it is working for one, it is not working for the other. When it's working for the other, it's not working for this, it's working for this. It just goes on and on and on like that. But I mean, isn't that just what life is all about? Life is not a bed of roses. Life is not also a straight line. Life is not something you could just say, I can define it like this. This is how it goes and all of that. But just to also put it out today, we should celebrate ourselves. If not for anything, let's celebrate ourselves, because today is World Radio Day. Okay, that's it. World Radio Day it is today. And, Lord, how did I even miss this? Come on, y'all should give us some celebration now, right? Don't we just deserve to be celebrated there? Talking about radio. I mean, in the wake of, the continuous increase of negative climatic effect that plague, the planet. Some of those effects, such as the confirmation that 2024 has been our warmest year on record. I mean, the deep devastation caused by the wildfires in California, or the high impact of land degradation on billions of persons. The importance of proper communication of climate events is becoming increasingly important. But if we focus the lens on our immediate future, 2025 is very crucial. And it is crucial because it will be addressing climate change. And according to the Paris Agreement, right, if we want to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius, greenhouse gas emissions need to peak by the year at the latest, and then, of course, starts to decline. But World Radio Day, February 13 of 2025... Forgive me for not bringing this up, earlier. Is dedicated now to radio and climate change, right? And this is to support radio stations in their journalistic coverage of the issue, right? Now, despite the recent scarcity of financial resources for radio stations, yes, that's right. Oh, there's this who said it's even recent? It's been there for a while. Scarcity of financial, very important, financial resources now for radio stations, which have led to staff reductions and increased cost in obtaining verified information. The use of diverse and reliable sources is crucial to reporting on climate change. Now, there is a need for broadcasters to, as a matter of must, prioritize the quality and diversity of information sources as they play a critical role in addressing climate-related issues. Now, this includes dismantling climate, skeptics' arguments, investigating greenwashing, understanding ecological economics, and reporting on climate activism and barriers to solutions. Editorial independence too is important, essential for serving the public interest, relying on free information that is independent, of corporate and political influences. So get involved in hashtag World Radio Day. Right now, the producer has reached out to me, and there might just be a twist, in the discourse today. So we're going to be having two dimensions to it, all right? Two dimension to the conversation today for the general open banter, all right? So World Radio Day it is, radio and climate change, that is the theme, right? Okay, so first twist, to the discourse would be, what type of refugee are you? Are you a circumstantial or an intentional refugee? Now you're asking me, why are you asking that question, UD? I mean, welcome to the Open Banter, though, by the way. is quite an interesting topic to discuss, and it's all about refugees. I mean, before we dive into the topic, though, let's define who a refugee is. Now, a refugee is someone who has been forced to flee their homes due to war, due to persecution, natural disasters. However, though, today we are going to explore a different type of or kind of refugee, one that is not necessarily fleeing from war or persecution, but rather from circumstances or intentional decisions. Now, so grab a seat now, get comfortable, and let's dive into the world of refugees, right? But the other side to this would be looking into World Radio Day. You might as well want to talk to me about what will be your take home about radio. What does radio mean to you? I mean, we've been here, we sit here behind the MIC and we go having these conversations over and over, engaging you, making sure that your day goes well and all of that. And you might as well want to celebrate, the radio itself. And do you prefer radio to television or to other print, other medium of information? And why? You might as well want to tell us that, right? So do you prefer radio, as a medium of information compared to other, medium or media as it stands, such as the television, the print media, and all of that? And why? Why do you prefer it? Why do you love radio, right? You might as well want to tell us that, right? Now, the number would be 0907-353-0044, right? The other number is 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. I got a call already. Let's go take it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Daniel.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ochanya. How can I miss your voice?
My man on radio.
How can I miss your voice, Ochanya? Good morning.
Today is World Radio Day.
World Radio Day is what it is, yes.
I just want to appreciate you for everything that you have been doing.
Right.
Today is World Radio Day. I just want to tell you that I appreciate you, everything you do on radio.
Cool.
And you are my man already.
Oh, thanks.
To find you to come and greet you.
Right.
And Honorable Apple the Great.
Awesome.
I just want to tell you that I love radio. I prefer radio. I like listening radio. I prefer radio because I don't like watching TV. Okay. Whenever I wake up from my house, even in my office, I go to in my car, like listening to radio.
Right.
And I prefer it. And I'll continue to listen to Eagle FM.
Oh, look at that now.
I like listening to you. And Eagle, continue to fly and don't ever be tired, especially you. You, Honorable, continue to fly and don't ever be tired.
Cassie.
I want to appreciate
Omoife.
Omoja.
Okay.
I want to appreciate Elder. Thank you for everything.
Right.
And everybody that listens to Eagle FM, I greet you and may the good Lord continue to bless you and your family.
Right.
Continue to fly and don't ever be tired. Eagle.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate now. Okay. That is something. There's a lot in yes to my other colleagues. I mean, all of us make it happen. In case you don't know, yes, it's myself, Udwak Daniel, of course, Cassie Omoife, the Honorable himself, Honorable Appa, of course, together as a unit. Vicky Vic, oh, come on. How could I have missed it? No, would not miss Vicky Vic for anything. I mean, we've been saddled with responsibility by this commission to ensure that we are here 247 as much as we can, come rain, come shine, to do what we love to do best. And together, of course, we soar. And as well, not forgetting you, because you make it, you balance the equation. The equation would not be balanced without you. So why exactly do you love radio, and what does radio mean to you is what I'm asking you today. All right. Remember, I also said that as an undertone, as a sidekick, to the discourse, as earlier announced, I already said, hey, we're going to look into something, that borders on, what do they call it now? Refugee. So let me give you a story about something that happened yesterday. So I had a conversation with two Nigerians now, male and female, let's put it that way. And we got into a heated discussion about refugees. Now, the male was born and raised in Nigeria, and he was of the opinion that he is a circumstantial refugee. I don't know what circumstantial refugee means. Now, he felt like he's been forced to live in a country that doesn't provide him with the basic amenities and opportunities that he needs to thrive. Now, he also went further to saying, his frustration as a citizen of the country, from the lack of electricity to the poor state of the roads, and he felt like he's been living in a state of constant struggle, and that's why he considers himself a circumstantial refugee. So says while living in Nigeria, he's a refugee in the country. Remember that we gave the definition of refugee as someone who has been forced to flee his home or their home due to war, persecution, or even natural disaster. All right. Now, on the other hand, the female was who had traveled abroad. She's been outside the country a couple of times to do business. She was of the opinion that she's an intentional refugee. According to her now, she had found that the country she's visited were much more business friendly than Nigeria. And she felt like she had made a conscious decision to leave Nigeria in search of better opportunities. Now, she pursued her goals and dreams, arguing that she's a refugee because she's intentionally choosing to leave Nigeria to pursue these goals and these dreams. So it's an intentional state of mind right there. Right now, the argument got quite heated to the point where this young man insisting that he's a refugee because of the circumstances he was born into, Norma saying and arguing that she's a refugee because of an intentional decision to leave Nigeria. In the end, who is suffering it? They say when two elephants fight, the grass indeed suffers, right? I became the grass in this instance now. They turned to me, they asked, which type of refugee are you? And honestly, I have to admit, I didn't answer. I did not answer the question. So I don't know. Whilst you're telling me, why you love radio now, you might as well want to tell me, are you a refugee, and what type of refugee are you? Are you a circumstantial refugee now, or you are an intentional refugee? All right. So what is your take on radio? What has radio meant to you so far? Today's World Radio Day, and it's got the theme radio and climate change. You can as well get onto the WhatsApp portal number now, and let's banter on this for just a bit. 0909 705 4450 is the WhatsApp portal number, and of course the call lines would be 0907 353 0044, right? 0907 353 0044, and the other number would be 0908 766 8888. Well, we got a family member calling in and saying that, in the person of, I would like to call her the Eaglet Ochanya, because, All right, so she is saying that, look, she loves radio. She loves what we do on here. She loves the family members. And that, look, for some reason, she does not even watch. She doesn't watch television. She doesn't do that. You also in that category, you don't watch the television. You prefer to just hear voices from a radio box. That's for those who have a radio as a radio, right? But for some of us that still have it in our phones right there, and that is something, yeah. And then for others who decide to want to listen through an app, they want to connect to other radios not just one, not the one in their country, but outside the shores of Nigeria and all of that, to get information and all of that. Why exactly do you love radio? All right, do you love it in the first place? And if you do, right, why do you love it? That's the question. All right, so let us into that one and let's basically banter on it. I mean, quite a number of you have been engaged in radio for I don't know how long now. I mean, just this morning, right, I got calls from some very, very wonderful personality that I've known. I mean, Babajide, Babajide, of course, Oluwasegun, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. And, of course, Perfection. I mean, these are people I've known for quite a long time in this radio business. But hello and good morning.
Morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Elder Anoja is my name.
Elder Anoja, welcome aboard. Talk to us, Elder.
You can't compare radio with television now.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I started listening to radio from 60.
Since when?
60.
60s.
I will gather here BBC, here WNBC.
Wow.
Western Radio Broadcasting Corporation. Before they opened this Kaduna radio. The most popular radio in Nigeria by that time is the East Central State Broadcasting Corporation, and the Ariwa Broadcasting Corporation, and then Western Broadcasting Corporation, Ibadan. We started listening to radio. What radio can give you, and then two, watching television in Nigeria. One, you go get light. Two, you go back now. Before the 6 channel. Since where they bring data, you go buy data before you watch television. Now 5% of people watching television before they have leave television because you go buy satellite, buy that, this and this, and then you buy that data put for television, whether you watch or whether light or not. Your data will finish. So 95% of people listen to radio. I'm me and Anoja. I listen to radio every day of my life. If I'm not sick, I always be with my radio. And then without radio, I can't make it because I get information from different worlds.
Right.
You can't compare this is social media. Social media, before you go to social media, you must have data. And then before you know your data, don't finish. But on radio, you can buy only 200 naira battery. 200 naira, 1 pair of battery. You put for radio, you can turn your radio to attention, and then you hear the important information. And then they give you is trying to call. What you don't know, you know. And then what you want, you can say on radio. But television, before you get, many people get television now. And then television, you must get like NEPA day. A liter of petrol now, you buy 1,000 something. You put up for a generator before 1 hour, I don't finish. So people are away from television. 95% of people need radio, both outside the area. They are using radio. You can't compare radio with the television. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Elder Naja, right there, saying that, look, I listen to radio. I've been listening from the 60s. Man, can you beat that? Elder Naja has been listening to the radio from the 60s right there. And he says you cannot compare, the kind of flavor, the kind of information that you get, from radio with every other medium of information right there. And he said, even if you're going to go with data and all, data will finish. Social media, not everybody has the means to get there, but you can get a radio, put a battery in it, and of course you get listening to a flavor of discourses and get information from all walks of life. But what is your radio story, though? I mean, what does radio mean to you is what I need to know today, because today is World Radio Day, yeah? And I'll just go, take a breath, for a short bit, and we'll come back. And when we do come back, I'll give you some sensitization as to, the origin of radio, even how it started in Nigeria and all of that. I see that you're calling now, but as well, you can head out to the WhatsApp portal number 0909-705-4450. Was I too fast? 0909-705-4450. Leave a message there or get across social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right there at Eagles FM Abuja. Leave your comments there as well as with the Facebook page wall, and your comments will be heralded on this platform. All right. Okay, still the general open banter right now, and it seems like the shift is on World Radio Day today.